What's going on, guys? Paul here again. I have another radio from y'all. It's from Kenwood. It's the Kenwood Excelon DDX9902S. It's been a long way. It just came out in May 2015, so it's still brand new, and I finally got one to show y'all. This radio averages about $749, $799, depending where you get it from. It has a 2-year warranty because it's a Kenwood Excelon. It does both CarPlay for Apple and Android Auto. So if you have your iPhone or if you have an Android, you can plug them both in the radio, and it gives you actually your phone's features through the radio and its own little separate interface. I've played with this just for a few minutes, and this is pretty bad radio. And bad doesn't mean it's good. This radio's got Opio, iHeartRadio, Pandora. It does the MP3, WMA, AAC, and also supports FLAC on the USB input. DVD, W digital, HDMI, MHL input for compatible phones. Let's see, it's also Sirius XM ready, and a whole bunch more features. So let's go ahead and get the box open. We'll see what's on the inside, and we'll go from there after that. Alright, get the box open. Open the lid here. The first thing I see is the wiring harness. That's what powers up and plays all the speakers. The next thing is the Bluetooth microphone. And it's got several features, not just for this for hands-free phone calls. This light green wire. This is the park and brake extension wire for watching the video while you're parked. Here is the navigation antenna. Even though the radio does not come with navigation, it uses your phone's navigation, either in the Apple CarPlay or the Android Auto. So that's what the navigation antenna is for, to get you signal when you're low on signal. Alright, here is looks like 1, 2, 3 manuals, probably for different languages. The warranty card also comes with installation screws, and also looks like a support plate for the HDMI cable, 2 CD keys. And on the back, we have a caution for smartphone users and a little info, probably a little warning or something like that, kind of let you know something. And a little plate that you can put on your dash to mount your antenna on. So that's that. The next thing I'm going to there's nothing else on top of the lid here. I'm going to flip it open, and inside the lid taped is a trim ring. So you can put around the radio to hide some of the metal showing and stuff. Alright, I don't see anything else there besides the radio. Let's go ahead and see if I can slide this out. Alright, nothing else in the box. Set this off to the side. Get a little bit of room here. Okay, now we got some good styrofoam for shipping. Little piece of cardboard, more styrofoam, and a nice little baggie to keep the dust out. We'll go ahead and unwrap this real quick. And we got a good install cage. A lot of times you don't need these because most install kits nowadays attach yourself to the radio, and this is really made for like custom installations or something like that. Now on the front of the radio, it's got a little sticky screen protector. So I'm gonna see if I can peel this off. It's kind of almost an ordeal, but it's okay. It only keeps your screen from. All right, got that unpeeled there. Go ahead and slide that over there, and I got the radio unpackaged. So let's go ahead and go ahead and get it mounted up. I'll show you all the stuff that's going on back here, and we'll turn the radio on, power it up, and start hitting all the features. Okay, we got the thing on the back here. You can see all kinds of different functions and plug-ins and doodads. As usual, we'll start from this side and work our way to this side. The first thing we got up here on the top, this is the USB extension cable. It's about 3 feet long. It's got the USB port plug into. Let's see what else we got right directly underneath it. This is the navigation antenna plug-in. Directly underneath that, you got these 2 yellows. This is a video output. This is our camera, our reverse camera input. And also we have the antenna plug-in right here. Most Most new cars nowadays require an antenna adapter, so you might want to check out if you don't have that, and you may have a hard time catching FM reception. Let's see, right here we got AVN1, and this one's Ipod / AVN2. These two ports right here. Directly underneath it, we got subwoofer, rear and front, 5-volt pre-outs. That way you have like just a bass amp, two channel amps, 4-channel amp, 5-channel amp, all kinds of crazy stuff. Here's the the audio output right here. This rectangular port and this round port. This is for the iData-Link Maestro. Most newer trucks nowadays, Ford, Chevy, some Toyotas, may have a compatible harness which reads like your ODB2 port, and retrieves certain information from your brain of your vehicle, and there's a part in the radio that shows like gauges and tire pressure sensors and all kinds of nifty things. This little port right here, this is the HDMI / MHL port. This is for screen mirroring, and you have to make sure your phone's compatible, and plus you have to have this a certain optional cable for that. Right here, this is your reverse wire. This is for the backup camera, so when you put your vehicle in reverse, it sends a signal down here and tells the radio to interrupt whatever you're looking at to show what you're backing into. Here is the parking brake switch wire. This is supposed to hook it up to the parking brake in order to be able to watch videos. Of course, you have to be stopped and parked, and once the parking brake on for it to show videos. Cooling fan right here. We got the power supply harness plug-in with a 10 amp fuse, and your Sirius XM module, optional module plug-in port right here. This will give you the commercial-free satellite radio. That's pretty much it. Let's go ahead and get it turned around. We're going to get powered up and everything, and then start going through all those features. Alright, got it booting up. This is the initial setup. It says demonstration. I'll go ahead and turn that off. Language, English, angle. That's just the angle of the screen. I'll go ahead and show you that. Right now on 0, it's straight up and down. And you got 1 through 6, at just different angles that the screen goes through. As far as it goes out that way. You can also set up which memory you want when the car turns on. Let's say if you're on 4, you can hit memory, and it'll save it on 4 right there. So when you turn your car on, the first thing it's going to want to do is go to this position. Backup menu there. Reverse camera interrupt. If you have a camera installed, you can tell the radio if you want it to interrupt your screen or not. So just hit on. Panel color. You got background, you got panel color, you got different types of backgrounds, which is pretty cool. You got different colors, kind of like space looking stuff. I'll leave it on this right here. And panel color, that's just changing the color of these lights. So let's say if I want a purple, these are purple. Let's say if I want on yellow, they're yellow. If I want them red, they're red, or orange. So I'm just going to leave it on purple for right now. And last it says is finish. Okay, before going any further, I'm going to go ahead and go on the outside as usual and show you all the different stuff here. We got a nice glossy black outside on the plastic framing. Got Excelon, got the model number DDX9902S. Got eject, telephone, menu, audio, Kenwood logo down the button. AV, like you had some audio in there somewhere. Volume up and down right here, and the little red triangle, which also I think serves as a reset button as well. Let's see here. On the top menu, that's the first screen that you would normally come to. You got your date and time, HDMI MHL, which I just clicked on by accident. You got an app button, which shows you like navigation, Bluetooth and stuff, and you can also select what type of phone do you have. If you have an iPhone and stuff, just leave that alone like that. If you have an Android or other type of phone, you click Android, next, and if you want to connect it with HDMI, MHL, or Bluetooth, or just Bluetooth, and hit next, and it'll you select which phone which should be paired. This is the paired devices list. I don't have anything paired just for it just yet, but I'll get into another video right after this to show you what happens when I plug my Android in. Alright, let's go ahead and get out all these little screens here. Let's see, we got telephone for phone calls. I got the all source button. If you click this, it shows you all your sources that you have available. What you have, disc, DVD, CD, HD radio, iPod, USB, HDMI, MHL, Sirius XM, which it's an option module, so it won't do anything. You have an app mode. You got Pandora, iHeartRadio, Alpio, however you want to say it. You have Bluetooth media streaming, Bluetooth for talking on your phone, OEM features. This was the button I was telling you about that you install the iDataLink Maestro harness, and after it's installed completely, you can go into here and check all your gauges, sensors, tire pressures, and then all kinds of other stuff. This is AV1, AV2. I showed you the ports behind the radio, and of course standby, which is like an off button. Let's see. If you go on the disc, of course, just ready to play disc. I don't have anything in there right now. If you did want to stick a disc in, you press the eject button right here, and it'll eject it, and it'll show you your where the disc is right here. You put a disc in, it automatically goes up. If you didn't put one in, let me just wipe that off. You press it again, and then it goes right back up to there. If you're on, let's see, where we at? Oh, I wasn't here. HD radio. Let's see if I can find a station. 100.3. Here's a country station, and it's got RDS, so it tells you what kind of station you're on, what kind of station, who's singing the song, and all kinds of stuff. And then I'm sure they have album art, and it'll show up here as well. Up here we got mode, TI, automatic music entry, seek, and probably your presets. Let's say if you wanted to say 100.3 on number 2, I think you press and hold it. Yes, it holds it and presses in there, so you can click here and find the one that you want and go straight to your radio station. Let's see, I'll go back to that one. That way at least have something on the screen there. Let's see, we got automatic music entry. What it does is it'll go through and automatically program all your presets to the stations and stuff. I think you have to press and hold it. Maybe it might do something. Yeah, see, it's automatically programming all your presets that it finds, and it may save a station you may not want. So anyway, we got AM stations. There's a different way to look at it, and it makes it easier. AM, FM, FM1, FM2, FM3, back to FM1 again. They got AM and AM. So you can probably preset up to 18 FM stations and 6 AM stations. Channel up and down. Well, of course, I'm still in AM right now, so let me click on FM. Preset number 101.9. And so that's pretty much it. Got clock and a little tower for pictures and stuff. Alright, we'll go back to menu. All source. Next thing is the Ipod. Just like the app mode set up. You select what kind of cable you have and everything. Let's see where we at. USB. If I had a USB plugged in, it would play music or videos. We have to make sure everything's in the right format. HDMI MHL. I don't have a phone to hook up to that, so I won't be able to do any of that for you. Sirius XM. Click on it, of course nothing happens because there's no Sirius XM tuner hooked up to this radio. And we're back to apps again. Pandora for both, for the iPhone and and you can plug it in and use Pandora that way. You can use the Bluetooth and do your Android the other way. And iHeartRadio and Opio. And that's it for those. Let's go ahead and go into, let's see, Bluetooth. I don't have my phone hooked up yet, but you better dial in a phone number. You can go over and click on the contacts and scroll through your list and select somebody to call. There's also a settings over here for Bluetooth setup. You go in here, it says paired device list. You go in here, you can list all the phones that are connected to the radio or have been. Pin code, it shows you it's 4 zeros. You can change it to wherever you want. Device name, DDX9902S, an address for the radio. Auto connect, that's on, which means if the phone's ringing, it'll automatically connect for you. Bluetooth, hands-free, /audio. By default, originally, it used to be on front only, so if somebody had bass, the bass wouldn't play, and they'd think something wrong with the radio. But if you select on all, then your bass will play. Auto response, auto pairing, ring mode, phone or system, ringtone change. You got 3 different ringtones through the radio. And initialize is pretty much like a reset. Let's see what else we got. I think that's it for all those items. So now we're going to go into setup. And this is what we got here. We got audio, display, input, and system. Under audio, you got fader and balance. We all know what that is. Got equalizer. You go into here, and it gives you a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 digital sound processor, 7-band equalizer. Now, I think this one you can rub your finger all the way across and generate your own little sign there, or you can punch on it, or you can use arrows to really fine tune exactly how you want it to sound. Over here, you got your preset EQ settings, like natural, rock, pop, easy, top 40, jazz, powerful, and then user. Let's see here. We got subwoofer level, and you got plus 10 to negative. Well, it keeps going. So it's negative a whole bunch of numbers. Whoops. And all the way to positive 10. Alright, that's all for the audio section, or at least this one, the equalizer. Loudness, off or on, you put on loud and give you more harder hit on the bass. It has volume offset 0 is high, and you can actually dial it down to certain directions, like if certain sources are too much. Subwoofer level, we just doing that. Bass boost, if you want to hit the bass actually hit a little harder, and you got this right here. Car setting, which is I think pretty cool. You get compact, full size. You actually tell the radio what kind of vehicle you have, and it will take all these settings and combine it together and give you the best optimal sound. And then you can also tell the radio, is the speaker in the doors, in the front, the rear, on the dash, under the dash, in the doors, the rear deck. And it takes all that account and tries to set it to where you get the best sound at all. I didn't want to press that. I was trying to scroll up. Speaker select. You can tell in the front you got 6.5-inch speakers. In the back you got, let's see, you got 7-inch speakers, and in the very back you got 10-inch speaker. So you can actually dial in the radio what size speakers you have and where they're located. X over, For the subwoofer, we got dB gain, 3 frequencies, slope, normal or reverse phase. Kind of gives you a graph to kind of work with and see how your crossover settings are doing. Now this all set. Subwoofer controls. Oops, there's something here. Position. Front left. This you can actually measure where you are from the speaker. So like in this case, it's 1.31 feet from where you're sitting and to the front left speaker. We go to the front right. It's of course different because they don't have those settings in there. But the rear right is 0.33 feet away, and like I said, it takes all that into account. And let's see, position, digital sound suppressor select, bypass or through, and drive equalizer on. Alright, that's all for the audio settings. Let's go over to display. Display, we got an auto on or off. It's on auto. As it gets dimmer at night, it'll make it brighter, or dim it down if it's too bright. You have to do that. User customization. We've already been in here. Changing colors and background pictures. On-screen display, the clock. You press that on, it'll show you the clock on screen display. Demonstration or demo, off or on. Of course, I already set it for off. Scroll. We got on, once or off. All is, if the song title is longer on every song, it's going to scroll to get the whole information. Menu customize. You can actually go and hold down something and, I believe, move it. Or maybe not. I thought it was going to change something. Being menu customization. Oh, where did the settings go? I didn't lost them. There they are. Oh yeah, display, scroll, screen adjustment. You can do balance, brightness and blackness, and you adjust it however you want. You can turn the dimmer off or on. You can see how the screen changes colors, to brighter and then less brighter. Angle, we've already been there. Parking guidelines. If the camera that you got for the radio does not have parking lines, the radio will provide them for it. And you can also go into guideline setup and move the lines around, finding one that's going to work with you. And you can make your own lines. And then parking assist, position and display. Alright, go to that. Input. Reverse camera input, off or on. You can just leave it on no matter what, unless you don't like the camera interrupting whatever you're looking at. System, you got language, you got clock. And let's say today is July 11th, I think. So month will be 7. And let's just say the 14th. Oh, I just skipped it all the way around. That's the 13th. It'll be fine. Hour, date. That's how you change the time. I keep clicking on stuff. Ipod setup and app setup. Just telling you what kind of wire you want to use for it and stuff, and different ones go from there. CarPlay connection, we got off or on. Did I miss something? And the Bluetooth setup, we've actually already been in here. Let's see, beeping. If you want the buttons to beep while you press on them, it comes out your speakers. I got setup memory. That's if you want to save like preset settings. And would you like to memorize or recall the audio and AV settings? You know, yes or no, whatever. Let's see here. Bluetooth and setup, beat mode, setup memory, AV out, AV long press. You can actually select the radio to do something else if you hold down buttons and hold them for like a long press. You can get to be other things. Right here it tells you the serial number of the radio, touch panel adjust. You know, if you have like big fingers or small fingers, you can actually go into different corners and it'll try to read what it can before you go back into the radio, and that way, you know, it'll tell you to go here to here, and it calibrates how big your fingers are where everything's going to be on the screen. System information. This we go and see what kind of versions and if there's going to be an update for it or not. Open source licenses. Just gives you a little read on there. And alright, that's it for system. We got input, we got display, audio. And actually, that's pretty much it. I mean, the radio by itself is really just a basic CD player, Bluetooth, DVD, iHeartRadio. It's also HD radio ready. And they don't have too much more on here without start plugging things in. So, anyway, this is the Kenwood Excelon DDX9902S. Okay, that was the Kenwood Excelon DDX9902S CarPlay from Apple and Android Auto combination radio, CD DVD player. Like I said, it's a 2-year warranty and average between like $749 to $799 in price. It's really nice. Got a lot of features. Uses your phone's navigation and overlays it with its own little program to work with the phone. And like I said, it has 2 different interfaces, one for the iPhone and one for the Android. And I'll probably come up with the next time or two and come up with a video showing you how to interface your phone with the radio. So anyway, I appreciate y'all watching. If you have any comments, questions down below, hit the thumbs up, like button. And this is Paul. Hope you have an awesome day, and please subscribe.